In today's video, I want to go over really quick one of my favorite ways of leveling up really fast, or at least as fast as possible inside of Arc Raiders. This is a strategy that doesn't really involve much fighting and it's very passive, so you're going to be able to do it really quickly depending on the way you want to go about it, and you should be leveling up relatively quickly. And I guess the main thing that you need to know, the best way to get XP is by looting, or well, scavenging. So when you hop into a game, just start scavenging as much as possible. And the nice thing with this is even if your backpack is full, all you have to do is just interact with the looting and you'll still get the XP, and who knows, maybe you'll always find something better that you might want to use later. On top of that, if you're playing with people or have found an already scavenged location, all you need to do is walk up and just interact with the places that have been already scavenged and back out of it, and that still gives you the same amount of XP. Now different things can give you different amount of XP, so the normal like cabinets that's inside of a building will be giving you 200 XP, but you can find these containers that make noise and take a bit too long to open sometimes, but they will be giving you 500 XP. So even if you find these already looted, all you need to do is interact with them again and they will be giving you your XP. Now scavenging is obviously very important and is going to be the best way to get XP, but another really good way of doing it is by simply just staying as long as possible inside of the game, which is I guess what I mentioned at the beginning where I said it just depends on the way you go about it, because if you want to maximize the amount of XP that you get, is simply just stay as long as you feel like you can stay inside of the game. And if you're on level 12, you can get the Raiders hatch key and just escape in the last few minutes of a match, not having to worry about calling in an elevator or a train or whatever else you want to call in, just to escape and potentially lose all of your loot or lose a lot of the XP that you could actually get. You could also maximize the amount of things that you can just carry overall, which could benefit you for getting the XP that you want, and that is by getting a better type of looting mechanism, or whatever they're called looting marks. So you could get the looting mark 2, which allows you to carry 3 trinkets and 2 safe pockets, which I guess is just kind of like a side tip. It doesn't really apply to this XP thing, but I think it's really good and worthy of a mention. Just to quickly break down one of my best matches that I've played recently where I got quite a lot of XP, I got 19,963. The reason for that is because 12,150 of that XP was just from scavenging. I destroyed an arc or maybe 2 and got 350 XP, damaged the arc itself and got 498 XP, and then the next 2 are the thing that I mentioned where if you just stay long enough and then escape, you get additional XP, which I got 3,638 for time on surface and 3,327 for safe return bonus. Now this was one of many matches. I kind of fluctuated between 15,000 to 20,000, and obviously if you just stay around even longer or find really good looting spots, you could probably maximize that XP even more. If you're wondering why you want to level up as fast as possible or just level up quite a lot inside of this game, is because most of the items that you could craft or purchase are hidden behind levels, especially that Raiders hatch key is on level 12, which is probably one of my favorite items inside of the game, because with that you can just escape whenever or wherever. You do also need it for potentially unlocking the trials or the expeditions, which I guess is going to be a way to just reset yourself completely, or even outfits. You get different outfits for like level 10, you unlock it for the first time, and then every few levels you unlock different colors, different styles and stuff like that for it. You could also, I guess the last thing that I would recommend, simply hop in, loot up your backpack completely full and then escape as fast as possible if you are a solo player, and just maximize this as much as you can. Now the thing I will also add is, yeah, you could go around and try to kill players if you want to, but from what I've seen with other people and from my personal experience, killing players isn't going to be giving you as much XP as scavenging itself. It's still an extraction based looter shooter game, so you gotta go in, loot, maybe take down some arcs for that bonus XP, loot those arcs, and then escape. Obviously maybe looting a player will also give you some pretty solid XP. That's just a simple quick breakdown and something that I feel like any player could really discover themselves, but I still wanted to make a video about this because who knows, maybe some of you will find this beneficial. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.